Welcome to the Mundus Fractura Law Guide. This week on Law Guide, we will take our first look at the grand city of Residuum. On the southwestern edge of the massive Residuum Blight Valley stands the grand city of Residuum, and henceforth to be referenced as the GCR. Established as a fort and mining outpost in the year 900 of the Common Time, the GCR quickly grew to a bustling center for trade and industry in the area. Today, the GCR supports a standing community of more than 10,000 residents, primarily wealthy humans and dwarves. The city is an alliance hub and has become vastly more diverse in recent decades, acting as the focal point for the surrounding area of independent residuum mining claims and heavy industry. This industrial zone has a much more transient population of currently nearly 50,000. Despite its sizable population, this area, known as the Mine Zone Protectorate, is not considered to be a part of the GCR. This is a very complex situation, and I promise we will take a deep dive on the politics of the area another time. Back to the City Prime. The GCR Prime is clearly delineated from the surrounding industrial zone. The City Prime features robust and towering perimeter walls with impressive towers and fortifications. These walls have been a feature of the city even from the earliest days and have been built upon and reinforced over the years. Originally, they were built by human miners as a defense for operations. They still stand against the Residuum Blight cursed flora and fauna. The layout and buildings of the city twist and turn, incorporating old sections of wall to create a unique and sturdy architectural style. The original settlement was founded at the site of the Clear Flow Well, the termination of the Clear Flow River, the waters that flow down from the Fortin Crater Mountains to the south. For those non-veterans of this series, wells act as drains for the landlocked rivers of Mundus. The wells also serve as entry or exit points for the vast global network of subterranean caverns and tunnels known as Mundus Infra or the world below. Of the four major rivers in the expansive Residuum Blight, the River Clear Flow has the only potable water. Sages agree that this is due to its swift-flowing waters and its limited residuum exposure of only a few kilometers distance. Again, as clarification for the Law Guide newbies. On prolonged exposure, green residuum is known to make water toxic. Over the years, the City Prime has done much to mitigate the ill effects of residuum within its walls. Birth defects in the city from residuum exposure are now considered to be rare due to these measures. Further to the topic of mitigation, as green or true residuum causes magical effects to be amplified in random, totally unpredictable ways in concentrations of 5 kilograms or more. For the general populace, magic has been outlawed within the city walls, on pain of death, and visitors can expect to check their guns at the door, as they say. All people entering the city are scanned and forced to log and store all magical items with the city gate quartermaster. Any magic use or experimentation within the city walls is heavily regulated and requires a permit. The GCR is a nexus point of 4 magically powered transport lines. These train-like contraptions connect the sprawling alliance and contribute heavily to its influence and prosperity. First, we have the Chiniki Plateau Line, which previously connected the city to Deep Isla far to the west and now terminates at the city of Sanford. The Riverwalk Line terminates far to the north at the Green Citadel. The Eastern Barren Way Plateau Line, which terminates at the fortifications at Alkanord, and finally the South Plains Line, which terminates at Toothwall Keep, the southernmost point of the Eastern Alliance's area of influence. Despite its comparatively small population base, the GCR stands as the new capital of the Eastern Alliance, a title previously held by Deep Ela in the Old Alliance. Money is a powerful thing, and given that the GCR has staggering amounts of that and a defendable centralized location within the Eastern Alliance, it was a natural choice for the seat of governance. That is all for this time. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for future Lore Guide shorts, and thank you for listening. Goodbye for now.